What if I told you that most realtors are losing 80% of their leads because they are not following up with them effectively? In this video, I'll go over how to get the most amount of leads with the lead follow-up guide. And in this video, you can see that we will cover everything. So why should you follow up? The magic number 8, the annoyance analogy, keeping consistent, simplicity, establishing a system, follow-up examples, tracking your progress, then the power of persistence, then the 7th and 8th follow-ups example, and then the 3 strategy email. Now, why should you even follow up with your leads at all? And the hard truth is that most leads are converting into being clients through follow-ups. And if you are not seeing results with your follow-ups, it's likely because you are not doing them correctly. Firstly, we'll go over the magic number of 8. What this means is that Bob right here, which will be your ideal client and your lead, just a second to make it Bob. So Bob right here needs 8 times to see you or to be reached out to. And whether that's through SMS, that's email, that's calls, that's retargeting ads, that's DMs, it doesn't matter. They need 8 times to see you. And the reason why is because by that point, they will be a lot more likely to take action and work with you. And especially because people have their own lives. Now let's talk about the annoyance analogy. So what you might think is that, let me just make you, so let's just say that your name would be Steve. All right. And the text Steve. Let's just say that you think that you are annoying this person. All right. So you think that you are annoying them. In truth, you are not, because what they think, what Bob is thinking right now, could be, I don't have time right now to talk to them. All right. And they might not have the time because, again, they have their own lives. You never know. And by following up with them consistently for 8 times, you will get a hold of them. And Bob right here, your ideal client, might not have the time to talk to you right now. So what you need to do is to keep on following up with them for 8 times to see when they will be available. And by the 8th time, they will think that you are really consistent and you want to work with them, so they might be able to stretch the time out to respond to you. So again, remember that you are not annoying them. You are helping them because they've already opted in to us helping them. So they expect us to call them, message them, text them, and so on. Now let's talk about being consistent. And what this means is that you cannot go for like a week and then stop altogether. What you need to do instead is to go for like a week, then to call them every like 1 day, every other day, then every 2 days, 3 days as the time goes on. And obviously after like a month, you won't follow up with them every single day. You follow up with them every like 3 days, 4 days. And if they still cannot give you an answer, you can put them through an automation that will send them emails, follow up, and will follow up with them for you for like a month or 3 months. And instead, what you need to do is to be consistent. Now let's talk about simplicity. You must not send them like paragraphs detailing who you are, why you are here, and so on. Like what we do is literally the first message, hey, is this Bob? This is Steve, by the way, from, I don't know, Instagram. So don't overcomplicate them, because this could be overwhelming for them, especially if you give them like 200-word paragraph and so on, because you don't need to impress them with your writing skills. You just want to help them. Now, let's talk about establishing a system. And this involves choosing the right softwares as well as automations. And you can consider using platforms like Google Level that we use. And the reason why is because it's way easier for you to create automations for your leads to go through. And not only that, it will allow you to manage conversations and schedule appointments and also send texts. And here are some follow-up examples. As you can see, the first one is the initial email. The second one is the follow-up text. Third one is the second email, and fourth one is the third text. Now let's talk about tracking your progress. And it's really important to track them. The reason why is because you need to test certain things, certain words, and see which one works better. And you can either do this by with a CRM or with a spreadsheet. Now let's talk about the power of persistence. The 7th and 8th follow-ups are crucial. And the reason why is because they are the last chance to connect with the leads and determine if they are truly interested. And these follow-ups are likely to generate responses than the earlier ones, as the lead may already have forgotten about your initial outreach or is finally ready to take action. And for the 7th follow-up, you need to consider adding a personal touch, such as acknowledging their busy schedule and offering them flexibility in scheduling. And for the 8th one, use a meme to break the pattern and make your email stand out. And this could be a really fun way to grab their attention. And here are some examples. So as you can see, the 7th follow-up, the first one is, "Hey John, I know you're busy. If you have some time this week, let's get schedules. Grab whatever suits you." And then insert your Calendly link. And here's the 8th follow-up. So, "Hey John, I hope that you don't mind my persistence. I even added a meme this time. Let's get something scheduled. Here's a link to book." And then you import your Calendly link and as well as the meme. Now let's talk about the 3 email strategy. And cold leads are those leads who haven't yet expressed any interest in your service. And for these leads, you need a 3 email strategy. The first one is a simple reminder. The first email will be just a simple reminder in which you ask them if they had a chance to check out your initial email. The second one is acknowledging that your first email might have gotten into spam. And the third email is the last email in which you attempt to pique their interest. And here are some cold follow-up examples. The first one is, "Hey John, did you have a chance to check out the email I sent?" The second one, "Hey John, figure out this got buried. Any thoughts on the email?" And then you attach the email. The third one, "Hey John, did you see my last email? Keen to know your thoughts." Well, that was it in today's video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.